Hello there, and welcome to DRC Season 6 for Round 1 here in Bahrain. And we're glad to finally be back after such a long time. And we're here ready in Bahrain for round 1 of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Tonight, we are racing around this beautiful track, also known as Bahrain. And well, I am Fake, your main commentator for tonight, and we were supposed to be two with my mate Ollie, but he sadly hasn't shown up. We don't know why yet, but it is time to go racing here in Bahrain. We're now getting into qualifying for the first qualifying session of the season, and this is getting heated up. So, while we haven't been racing, there has been a lot happening behind the scenes for a lot of the drivers. For example, we have had the team principal system come in where we have actual people become team principals. One of those is including me, Fake, who has become a TP for Haas. And I think the others there are people like we actually have some really fast dudes being a TP like people like Raid. And there's just a lot of different things happening. So yeah, but now we can see the first cars coming out onto this circuit after such a long wait. We're again sorry for the wait, but we had some issues um, behind the scenes with our commentators and such. So yeah. But the first car out on track is Matushi in the Aston Martin. And he is leading the grid by quite a bit right now. Quite a big gap to the cars behind. And well, we're just about to get ready with the first few qualifying sessions out on the track. That is quite fucking annoying. Holy shit, what is this? Let me fix my settings real quick. Fucking, oh god. Mm. This is great, this is fucking great. Well, where is... my F7 is not working, it seems. Oh well, that's unlucky. So yeah, the cars are now out on track, and as we can see, Masushi was the first driver to go out on track, and he is now starting his flying lap tonight here in Bahrain. Let's go on board with him for the first lap here in Bahrain. Into turn 1, brake just before the 100-meter mark, hit the apex, third gear, fourth gear, that's maybe a bit too high, but hit the apex cleanly, get good traction out of here, and then as much speed as you can down onto the straight, onto turn 4, where we've seen a lot of different things happen in the past, a lot of good overtakes, a lot of good battles. And yeah, then you get into this tight and twisty session. It's very hard to nail, and then into this section right here where you get on into turn 8, I believe this is, yes it is, and up on your way until turn 9. And then we go down into the hardest corner of this track, turn 10, where you don't have to lock up, you just need to hit the brakes perfectly, take the apex, and then get the best traction you can onto this long DRS straight here in Bahrain. And then when you get to around here, you have to brake around just a little bit before the 50 border, maybe 70 meters before the corner. And then you get into this very, very tricky right hand to get, because you can very easily spin out on that part of the track, and that seems quite... Oh, he has this massive number oversteer. Matsushi goes off the track, and that is lucky not to be invalidated. Very, very lucky. Wait, is that a car who has crashed? I think I saw a driver. No, oh yeah, I think Kami spun. I think Captain Kami spun, and Matsushi in with the first lap time of the night with a 1:29.7, and then Kurumi Wilhelm with the 1:30.5, and then Alison Neto going P1 with a 1:29.0, but I think those lap times will be beaten quite soon. Oh, it hasn't been beaten yet. It hasn't been beaten yet, but maybe we will see a few more drivers come now. And Tundra, he was not actually close. He's leading with 5/10s, Assetto. Actually, Assetto has put in quite a decent lap time. That is not bad from Assetto with 5/10s to P2 and Tundra. Tundra is supposed to be one of the decently fast drivers, so that is very, very impressive by him. Let's see if there's any other drivers out on a fly here. I think Rax is. Splatbeef goes 1/10 behind, and again, he's supposed to be one of the decently fast drivers. So, that actually is a really good lap time from Assetto, but again, I think that lap time will be beaten later in this session. You have also Misty on her way to an out lap, going onto the flying lap, and Kami, who is invalidated in second lap after he binned his last. So that is the first few laps here in qualifying. Actually, Kazuto Kirigaya is out on mediums. That is interesting. He might be just testing the car, maybe saving some softs for a race. He might be thinking he wants to start on the soft tires and have some fresh softs ready for the race. And Jorbayilm actually goes P3, which is very fast for the driver who debuts this season, I believe. Very, very impressive stuff from the Danish driver. And so I think that sums up about it for the first few laps here, as we see Tundra going straight into the pit lane after finishing a lap. And yeah, that is very, very good, very impressive by most drivers. So yeah, that is very nice. We have both Williams here, toe to toe. Are they going on another lap and wants to give each other slipstream maybe? That is a good question, but yeah, we can't answer that. So let's just jump on board with them and see what they do. Misty is also coming around the final few corners now to finish his first flying lap. And we'll be hoping to see that on the top. Of course, I am the TPFR, so yeah, I gotta hope for that. And Misty goes P5. Very impressive from the Haas driver, who didn't really perform that well last season. That is a very good job by Misty. Alright, both Williams decided to pit now, but that's going to be a nice little double stack that they will have to figure out. And, well, what else is happening out on track? Captain Kami going on a third lap in a row now, because he messed up his first two, which is not so good. You don't want that to happen to you, so yeah. This turn is so tricky. You want to keep it flat out, but you also don't want to oversteer. And he actually puts in a purple sector 2, even on those 3-lap-old soft compounded tires. That is really, really impressive by Captain Kami of the McLaren. Let's see if he can keep this up going into this last 2 corners here now, and onto the main straight. Opens up the DRS flap, and then it's just a pedal to the metal, and he goes P3. And it's a McLaren 1-3. I'm sure they will be happy to see that. At least McLaren can have a 1-3 in this game and not in real life. EQ also just put in a lap, and that's not that great. It's on P15 from him. Marco going on an out lap. He has been very promising in the F1 2020 league, which has now been shut down sadly. But he has shown very much pace, and that is good. He also has the chance to prove himself now on this game, F1 2022 of course. So let's jump on board with him now, and let's see his lap here in this very, very nice looking AlphaTauri. Actually, I like this AlphaTauri very much, but I think the 2023 AlphaTauri is not so good. I didn't think they could blend in the red so good with the rest of the livery. But yeah, he actually has a bit of lag. I'm seeing him teleport around quite a bit. Yeah, he's lagging quite a bit, this guy actually. That is not so good, and we will have to keep an eye on that for the main race, because surely a lot of drivers will not be happy about that if they try to overtake him and he's just lagging around. But yeah, into turn 1, that's quite a late break. And yeah, did he miss turn 1? I don't know. He's lacking so much. I think he's backed out of this lap. No way he hasn't backed out of this lap. That's quite weird, yeah. So yeah, of course, Corny is on a cooldown lap, and I think he will start a hot lap now as he turns on his ERS and he is getting onto the main straight. He has a nice gap in front of him, and that's a car coming out the pit lane. That's a Williams. Into turn 1, Corny goes, and that's actually quite a nice apex. And he just need to get on throttle here and just get the pedal to the metal here and just absolutely floor it up into turn 4 now. And Corny into turn 4, he actually didn't take much of an apex. He could have gone way more out on the curb there, and again, the exit isn't great. You know, this doesn't seem that fast from Corny, but yeah, he does need to prove himself. He does need to prove himself in this Ferrari. Of course, he won the Constructors' Championship last season together with Scrub in the Alfa Romeo, so he does have pace. He doesn't need to have pace, but I don't think he's practiced a lot for this race as well, because he has just moved into a new house, and of course that takes a lot of work. So yeah, Corny on. Let's look how fast it's gonna be in the end of this sector 2 here. And that's an AlphaTauri off, I see. I think that's Marco. No, that's Heiner. No, that's Marco. Heiner has crashed. Heiner crashed, and Corny, he's 6 times up, but Heiner has crashed. Let's see if we can jump aboard with someone. Like a Haas, for example. Yeah, he's crashed in the middle of the road. What's his stats? Why is he parked there in the middle of the road? How has he done that? Unless somebody slowed up very much, I don't see how he's crashed in the middle of the goddamn road. That is very confusing to me, but Corny goes P5. As I said, this guy has a lot of pace. He just needs to put it into a lap time and show it. And now on board with Scrub here. Of course, he won 2 races last season. The last 2 races last season, this guy won right here. So he has a lot of pace, but the consistency is just not as good as you want it to be. But I think this is gonna be pit, and he might have messed up this lap. Yeah, I think so. He goes straight into the pit lane. And Splat Beef goes P1. Splat Beef in the Mercedes goes P1. And I'm sure the team principal of Daxter would like to see that, because that is a very nice time. But Alison Netto gets him right back. The McLaren of Alison Netto goes right back at him and gets the P1 in Pearland. And the Alfa Romeo goes P3 as well. It's all happening right now in qualifying. Everything's happening. I'm sure Mikalev in the McLaren CP will be very happy with this result from both his drivers. And honestly, I think we will see some rivalries later this season. And Dragon Lolly goes P5, and Jorbayelm with the Williams goes P2. Wow. As I said, that lap from Alison Netto would be beaten some point. And it has been beaten by 4 drivers now with a sub 29. But it's still Alison Netto on P1, because he put in an absolute amazing time of 128.7. So yeah, wow, that is second rounds of qualifying gone, and honestly, it is getting spicy out on track tonight. And I think that we will have not only a good qualifying session on our hands, but we will also have a good race. And that is Matsushi getting out the way for a Haas driver. Not sure who the Haas driver was. That was Alonso Thunder or Krumi Wilhelm, who is on a flying lap, and he's 1/10 up, which will put him ahead of Heiner. Which, yeah, that's nice. So yeah, that is good. That is good. Why is Misty on a hot lap even though he's on oh well. So yeah, those are some very fast lap times out on track right now, and Krumi Wilhelm all across the line. He's 2/10 up. No, he was not. That's weird. Anyway, back to the front here. Jorbayelm, of course, the Danish driver in the Williams, going P2. Very beautiful from him. Just absolutely nailing this qualifying session. And Corny is back out on track. He is going to be starting his lap time here right in a moment, but Misty on a flying lap up into turn 4. Very, very nice throttle there, but could have taken a bit more apex into this right-hander. He goes 110 up. Oh, and he has a massive snap of oversteer though. There's quite a big snap of oversteer there for Misty, and I think he might have backed out of this lap, since that was quite a hefty lap. Yeah, he's backed out. That was quite a hefty snap of oversteer, and that has probably ruined his qualifying session, which you do not like to see, especially from the guy who's the team principal of that dude. Anyway, let's go down to Scrub. Give me a moment. Let's go down to Scrub here. He's on a flying lap up into turn 4 now, and yeah, that's tight. That's nice. He does hit the racing line this time compared to the other drivers. And into turn 5, 6, 7, down into turn 8 now, and just hits that apex very cleanly. Very nice. Good job from him there. Down into turn 9 here now, and into turn 10. A very tricky corner to nail. And you can see that he has nailed it. That was very nice. There's a Red Bull ahead of him. Warming tires, I think. Is that a Red Bull? Or that could be a McLaren. That's a McLaren. Okay, sorry, my bad. But the McLaren gets nicely out the way, of course. I think that's Captain Kami in P6. A very good job from him. And yeah, Scrub into the last 2-3 corners now. Gets onto the back straight. And it's just about getting this car to the line now. Of course, there's massive amounts of traffic here in turn 1, turn 2-ish. That is quite horrendous, actually. Let's just see a Connie. Yeah, there's quite a bit of traffic here. And Scrub goes only P15 with a 129.9. And I think Scrub's qualifying session might be over now. But on board with Connie here, he's supposedly on a flying lap, but there's a lot of traffic, and I think his qualifying lap might have been ruined by all of this traffic that's around this area right now. And Kurumi Wilhelm's qualifying is over, and I think Misty's is as well, and there's cars everywhere, there's so much traffic. I've never seen this much traffic on the server in my life, and that's Misty slowing down. Qualifying session over for him as well, I'm pretty sure, unless he does one more lap. And now we're getting ready to go to the end of qualifying, and you can see that as all the drivers is either out or on an out lap, except for Kurumi Wilhelm in the Haas. And yeah, well, this is gonna be one spicy end to qualifying, so it's gonna get interesting. Here we are on board with our P1 driver at the moment, Assetto in the McLaren. Doing very well indeed, and Jobayilm, the Williams driver, going P2. Just about to start his hot lap as well. Splat Beef out of turn 2 now, into turn 3, on his way up to turn 4. The Mercedes driver is doing really well. Pearland doing really well. Oh, that's a place penalty for the dude in P6. Captain Kami has got a 5-place grid penalty, which at the moment would set him down to P11. Captain Kami in the McLaren is gonna pit. Captain Kami has gotten a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Scrub Lord, who at the moment is P15. Wow, that is that is spicy. I'm sure there will be some talks in the pit lane after that. But now the session is over. Everybody who crosses the line from now on will have finished their lap and will not be able to improve any more than they are. Oh, done. Splat Beef. Oh, we catch that live. Splat Beef P3 pushing as hard as he can, has spun and is now in the barrier. Splat Beef, the Mercedes driver, has lost his front wing, and that is not good whatsoever. And he's just parked there. He can't go back on track because he needs the people past. And oh, that is so unlucky. That is, what did I see there? Was that Chandra completely cutting? No, that was Tomps. Tomps, he just went completely straight up here. But now people, they are finishing their lap times, and I think Splat Beef, he was gonna improve, but ended up not doing with that spin, which in the end took his front wing off. Misty doesn't improve. Actually, he might have. I'm not sure. I'm trying to watch. Pearland improves. Assetto doesn't improve. Jobayilm has invalidated. Everybody is just cracking under the pressure and cannot finish another fast lap. And here we go, Pearland. He's only around the 10th up, it said. And that will not be an improvement. He will not overtake anyone by that. Over the line, and he improves by half a tenth. And that is not enough. But Marco, after not being able to qualify the whole session due to him messing up laps, goes P3 in the AlphaTauri. I am sure that AIM will be happy with that. Of course, the AlphaTauri principal AIM. I am sure that he will be very, very pleased seeing his drive up there. And that is qualifying. That is qualifying done. Right now it says Captain Kami in P8 will finish, or will start in P8, but he does have a 5-place grid penalty that will put him down in P13, which means that everybody in between P8 and P13 will be raised one place. So that is interesting, that is spicy, and that is qualifying over for round 1 here in Bahrain. And wow, what a session that was, wasn't it? Honestly, man, I think if we look at the grid right now, oh, that's a nice choo-choo train right here. But I think that this race could be very spicy indeed. Door to door, supporting his brother, going P8. That is very nice from Connie. But this is your grid tonight. Of course, Kami with the 5-place grid penalty for the collision with Scrublob that I didn't manage to catch live. Very, very unfortunate for him. And yeah, it's just, we have a lot of new drivers and a lot of good drivers, it seems, since a lot have qualified good. But Marco, really just, he messed up a lot of laps, but finishes in P3. Marco is not the most consistent driver in the world, but when he is fast, he is very, very fast. And he does show that he can push the F1 car to the limit. And then down the grid, it was actually quite close. There was a second between the top 17, which is very close indeed for our new grid this season. And now we're just getting ready, and that was just the qualifying. Look at how spicy that was, and now we're getting into the race. Of course, we can see all the pit crew T-posts, and that just means that they're getting ready. They're just starting up. Absolutely amazing. Look at them T-posting right there. Just perfect. And yeah. So, this is it. This is the wait for the race. And wow, I think this is going to be a spicy one. My bet is that we could probably see... Let me take a look at the grid again. Nope, I will not be able to look at that. Okay. I think Splat Beef could very well be in contention for the win. And that is a driver starting on soft. Kazuto Kirigaya starting on the soft compounded tires. That is very interesting, but now we have 15 seconds until the start of this race, and I think this is going to be a very, very spicy one indeed. So, are we all ready for the start of the first race this season around the Bahrain for Tier 2? There's been so much preparation, so much to be done, and now it's finally here. The cars are on the grid. There's 5 red lights. And it's lights out, and away we go. Marco getting a very bad start on those hard tires. 2 horses jumping the middle, and then there is the McLaren out in front. The Pearland has jumped. A very good start from Pearland, very bad start from Daganoldi. And then the rest of the grid coming through here. 3 wide with the the Williams, Red Bull, and Red Bull. And there is a lot of positions gained and swapped. And that's a spin. That's a spin for Yobayum. Yobayum, who's not a P2, has spun round by the end of turn 3. And here's Splatbeef and Dragon Lolly going wheel to wheel up into turn 4. And now behind them, a lot of stuff is happening. We can see here the Aston Martin trying to get the better line. Marco starting on the hards, had a very, very bad start. And that's Katakami and Tundra spinning out. Tundra has crashed out. And now Yobayum will surely be taking that position. And that is Corny as well. Corny losing a lot of positions there. What has happened? I think he lost the rear end coming out of turn 7. And that is Castle. No, that's a spin for Matushi. Oh my god, everything is happening. Chaos left and right. He rejoins and hits his teammate. Aston Martins collide. And that's a 5-second penalty for Matushi for colliding with his teammate. Oh my god, everything is happening. And that is Rax overtaking Fawaz. And Kurumi Wilhelm has gained a lot of position starting last, and he's down P11. And Rax going off track as well there. Wow, what a first lap that was. And the top 3 is absolutely raced away. That's a Haas spinning in the background, hitting another car. And that's Kurumi Wilhelm. Oh my god, what has happened there? Let's go down here to see. Kurumi Wilhelm has completely lost his front wing, and that's a safety car. Safety car is come out of the pit lane after this horrendous lap 1, seeing a lot of different things, and that is an official tier 2 moment. Wow. Honestly, look at this grid now from where everybody started. There's been a lot of chaos, a lot of havoc. And that is another driver in the pit lane, and Kurumi Wilhelm, after starting last, overtaking a lot of drivers, going up to P11, then spinning round and crashing. Very, very unfortunate there. And let's take on here and see the lap data, yes, and let's go and see the time penalties, because time penalties have been absolutely crazy during this race. And yeah, Matsushi spun round into turn 10. I'm surprised he's still in the points after spinning round. And he is now P10 with a 5-second penalty after crashing into his teammate. And I'm sure Raid, the Aston Martin team principal, will not be so happy about seeing both his drivers crash. Wow, that is crazy. Corny, who lost his rear end coming out of turn 8 there. He was very good to keep it on track, keep it still, and keep it working. So yeah, that was good stuff from Corny. And yeah, other than that, this has just been a very eventful lap. Also, Marco has gone down. He started on the very bad tires, but I don't know. He has been in the pit lane. Yeah, he changed his front wing, so he got front wing damage as well somewhere. And I don't know what happened here. That was a crazy first lap, because you also saw Yobayam spinning coming out of turn 3. Like, that was absolutely crazy what just happened, because you know there was so many different collisions and so many different things, and it all happened everywhere on lap 1. And Marco was looking to be the star going from last to P3 in qualifying. But yeah, and that's a 5-second penalty for Matsushi, again, for ignoring yellow flags. I'm wondering, did he overtake? So yeah, he's P9. Who did he overtake? He overtook Rask, maybe? Like, he was P10, and now he's P9, and he got a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. And did Marco spin on the safe? No, he's in the pit lane again to go back to his old hards. He thinks that the hards right. Oh, he also got the penalty removed. Okay, that's smart. That's smart from him. But AlphaTauri, the 2 last positions, I'm sure that he was very happy in qualifying, but now I'm sure he is not so happy about what has happened. And yeah, a lot of drivers going crazy on that one, and a lot of tensions he raised. And oh, that's a board. Did Matsushi go off again? Because Corny was just ahead of him. Like, what has happened? I don't know what's happening. I really don't know what's happening anymore. Like, I'm struggling to keep up with what's happening. So yeah. It's not gonna come in by the end of this lap. I think it might actually stay out for one more. Yeah, it's gonna stay out, because it will stay out until at least there's only 1 car left to catch up, or 2 cars maybe. I'm not sure. So yeah, that is interesting. Very, very interesting. But yeah, Matsushi, the Aston Martin driver. Honestly, so much around him right now. He crashed into his teammate, spun round firstly, then then tried to rejoin while a lot of other cars were coming by, including his teammate. Crashed into him, took his front wing out, and yeah, honestly, it was just quite crazy, you know. Honestly, what a lap 1 that was. What a lap 1. So, I think the safety car should come in this lap, unless if Marco doesn't manage to catch up, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, he will catch up, So, what an eventful lap 1 that was. Kurumi Wilhelm going from last to P11, almost within points, and then going off the track into turn... What's that? That's turn 13, yeah. It's just so unlucky. then spinning out, crashing into everybody. Lucky to not have DNF because somebody hit his front right tire. Yeah, that's just wow. So much happened there in the first lap, and so much drama between drivers and between teammates as well for Aston Martin. So yeah, I don't know if we should get back onto green flags because I'm sure we will get another collision if we go back to green flags. Like I'm even scared of getting a collision under the safety car. So I wouldn't be sure if that it's gonna be good under green flags as well. But this is really just sad to see trying to improve so much, and yeah. But I think the safety car is gonna come in by the end of this lap. It is gonna indeed, and Alison Neto will have to back everybody up now and try and get the jump as we go to the finish line here, start finish line, and the safety cars come in. And now it's on Alison Neto, who's gone now, and Splat Beef has been caught napping, but Periland is wheel to wheel with him already, and Periland goes into the leader of this race. Alison Neto down to P2, will try to fight back, yes he will, but Periland just one pace, but Periland he goes wide, and now they're wheel to wheel coming out of turn 2 into turn 3, they're still wheel to wheel, side by side racing off the safety car, and there's nothing in between the margins. Alison Neto on the worst tires, but now up into turn 4, right round the outside he goes, and Alison Neto will squeeze Periland, and Periland does not get the overtake, but he tries to go back through into this turn right here, and then Alison Neto just keeps ahead. What a restart that was by Periland, but what a battle that was for Alison Neto to come back and overtake Periland once again, and that has made Splappy able to catch up again after a slow start. But I think we've seen a spin from both Kazuto Kirigaya and the Captain Kami as they're down in P20 and P19 after being close to points. Scrub as well has gained a position, and Matsushi has gained. But here we go again. These leaders, they don't want to stop. They want to get close to each other. But Periland actually having a bit of rear end snapping there, as we saw. And there's a bit of tension down in the back here with Connie gaining. Oh, that's a very big slide there from Rox. I don't know if you noticed you saw that, but rear end very slide there from Rox. But now it seems that Connie's losing time to Yobayan, which is very interesting, you know. And I think to this main straight, Corny has a very bad exit in Yobayan right now is now on his tail. Literally 2-0 apart them, and now with the overlap side by side, and I think this will just be an easy position to gain from him, and Misty and EQ as well battling. But as we can see up ahead, I think that Yobayan has got ahead, yes, and so has EQ on Misty. And Misty will have to get a position, and oh shit, sorry, what is happening? And yeah, the two lead drivers are battling as well. Now, Periland tried to go around the outside, but he couldn't. And Alison Neto squeezes him out to take their position and keep the lead of the race. Periland, of course, on the better tires, and that is showing with the way that he's keeping up with Alison Neto, almost rear-ending him actually. That was very close to him and to rear-ending. But so far you can see everybody tires and everybody who's playing in pit. So Captain Kami, he's back into the pit lane. Very unlucky for him. But Periland, he just wants to get closer. He wants to get closer, and Yobayan actually, speaking about getting closer, he is grinding those ladders right now. And oh, Rock spins, the Williams driver, after getting overtaken by his teammate Yobayan, he just spins. I think he just spun by himself. That is very unlucky by the Williams driver. And now we see the slipstream battle going on here between Periland and Alison Neto. And yeah, Scrub actually picking up the fastest lap on the hards as well in the Ferrari. Very good shit from Scrub, but Alison Neto goes a bit deep. DRS now enables, so Periland will get DRS here on the straight. Kazuki Guy getting the fastest lap, but here we go, bad exit. Periland to the outside. Alison Neto has nothing to answer with, and they're wheel to wheel coming up into turn 4. Alison Neto is ahead, and Periland can just not answer. Periland does not have an answer to Alison Neto. He is keeping it clean, keeping it on track, and Periland just can't do anything about it. Wow, these two drivers, they're absolutely pushing it. But right now, I think Assetto is just pushing it a little bit more. But here we see Jorbayilm, who got spun round into turn 3, I think it was, yeah, on lap 1, after qualifying P2. Scrub as well on a mission in the Ferrari after starting 15th, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, and he is now ahead as well of Toms. Very nice from the Ferrari driver, trying to get ahead. And Jorbayilm as well, overtaking Tundra. Very nice shit from the drivers here towards the end of the pack. But right now, Assetto even puts in a fastest lap. That just shows how much of a fastest sector too. That just shows how much he is pushing and how much he wants this. How much he wants this win as well. And there is a spin in the back for Roxas again. And Assetto another fastest lap. And that is Dragon Lowly into the pits. Does he have a front wing he needs to change, or no? Oh yeah, he does, and goes on to this soft compounded tire. Red Bull is having a really bad day, and I'm sure that Oli would not like to see that if he was here. Of course he's not. He was supposed to commentate with me, and I don't know where he is. So yeah, this is gonna be very, very interesting coming out the pits now. Scrub is on a mission. He's a man on a mission to overtake Fawas. Mercedes are going 3-4 right now. Very, very nice. If only they could do that in real life. I'm joking. Yeah, that is very good. So yeah, here it is. There's actually really, really close margins between all the drivers out on track right now. Marco, he is showing that his pace is still there, even though that he's spun out. You can see that he's trying to overtake now the Alfa Romeo of Pickle-Rick. Let's watch about from Heinert here. Heinert just watching this battle between Pickle-Rick and Marco. And Marco is now ahead of Pickle-Rick, and Pickle-Rick doesn't have an answer to the pace of Marco. And yeah, that is just very, very nice from Marco. And Scrub now on the Mercedes driver of Fawas. Scrub to the outside, Fawas to the inside. Scrub gonna go right around the outside. And that is an overtake done for Scrub Lord in the Ferrari. And yeah, 2-time race winner last season. Showing that he still has the pace and he has the consistency as well. I think he might have gained some... He's become better over this season, over this winter break. And Marco... Again, just he has the pace, but the consistency is not there as he spins out once again on the exit of turn 1. You saw the minimap if you looked. Wait, is this a really close battle between the last few drivers here? Let's jump on board Kurmi Wilhelm in the Haas. Let's see here, they were very close before. Are you not close now? Not really. Let's go to P9 then. Oh, Tundra actually kissing the rear end there. Excuse me, what did I just see? That was very, very close by them. And I think Tundra, he wants to get the overtake done sooner or later. Oi, Tundra, that rear end is very, very slippery and you don't think you want that. But Fawas also as well up here in the front towards the front of the pack. He got close to Scrub there, but not close enough. Let's jump back to Tundra, sorry. And yeah, I think he should be able to overtake Matushi with the 10-second time penalty coming onto turn 1 because and they hit each other, they crash, they spin out. Oh, Tundra missing the braking zone by a lot and spinning both of them out. Tundra got the way worse of that, but Masushi actually also got spun out as well. Both drivers being spun out by one mistake, and that's Fawas overtaking Scrub Lord with the DRS, but Scrub doesn't have the DRS for this straight either because he was behind. Oh, and he does have the DRS, doesn't he? Oh, well, up into turn 4 now, Scrub Lord goes for the move, and there's also a battle between the P1 and 2, but right now Scrub, he just made that mistake. Very nice from Scrub. But right now, the battle is all about the front, and I think that Paradigm wants that P1 position sooner or later. Oh, safety car. There's I look back, I look away for a second, and there's a safety car. For what I am trying to figure out. Let me see here. Is there anyone who is missing a front wing or parked or? Oh, that's a Haas. That's Misty. Misty in the Haas. Without a front wing. What's happened, I am not sure of, but there is no front wing on that Haas car. That is really unlucky, and that is not a thing you want to see. So yeah, Haas without a front wing, that's not gonna be cheap for. Yeah, but Pearland sees this as an absolute W, and running on mediums decides to pit because he is on the mediums, and that this is actually around the pit time anyway for medium drivers. So this has put a spanner in the works for both, like for all the medium drivers compared to the hard drivers. This is gonna be very very close now, and we have another safety car in this race. Corny has left the session. He has crashed. I am pretty sure. He has always been known for having quite a lot of PC problems, and now it's just showing again that he does indeed not, that he has not indeed gotten rid of the PC problems. Which is unlucky. So, yeah. Now there's a safety car and strategy is in the works. Let's go back to look at the tires of everyone. So right now everybody below Marco has boxed for new tires, which means that they will just be sitting there and will not be able to do anything because everybody behind them will be on old tires. As Marco spun. No, apparently just overtook him. Why did they switch position? Pearland and Marco has switched position, and I do not know why. This is interesting, to say the least. I'm confused. Why did they switch position? That is interesting. Very very interesting indeed. But yeah, that has put an absolute spanner in the works with that safety car coming out. So, yeah, Yobayom, let's take a look at him, the Williams driver, who started P2, but of course it's been on the exit of turn 3, or I don't know if he got taken out, or if he spun, or if he was pit maneuvered, because we know that that lap 1 is very dangerous, and everything can happen on lap 1 as well. And yeah, now it's just about everything else. But I'm still trying to figure out what happened here and why Marco and Pearland switched positions on the safety car. Because if that wasn't intentional, I'm sure Marco is quite furious by now. And I don't know why Marco stayed out actually. Is he thinking he can go to the end on those hard tires? Without spinning? So he wants to go on hards for like what? 25 laps? That's an interesting call. Interesting call, but we will keep an eye on Marco because he has indeed pitted. He has been into the pit box, so has Kazuto Kirigaya, who both went into the pit at lap 1. So right now, I don't. If they pitted, their strategy would be quite over, and the race would be quite over as well. So very interesting indeed. Kurumi Wilhelm out on softs. I don't know what the strategy is there, but it is there. And yeah, it's just looking like the drivers lining up, but that was a interesting way to get a safety car out by the Haas car not having a front wing. Of course, I didn't get to see what that was because I wasn't looking at their battle behind the grid. And it seems that Corny has gotten back onto the server now. Of course, he has had some issues, and he is P4 right now, which is pretty good, yeah, I'd say, after almost spinning. Really losing his rear end coming out of turn 8 on the first lap. So really good recovery from Corny, but he still needs to pit. So yeah, but the safety car has decided to stay out one more lap, which is only helping out those drivers in front, like Allison. Oh, actually, I'm not sure it will, but it will at least help out Kazutoki Nagaya and Mako, because they have not pitted this race, and I don't think they're going to pit more this race. So yeah, less laps for them to need to defend and overtake and all that, and more laps on the safety car, which is also very nice for all the drivers if they are looking to save some energy in their body. So yeah, this race is gonna be interesting from now on, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. Alright, so as we exit turn 10 now, with Corny at least on board him, we are coming towards the end of Sector 2, and by that means we enter Sector 3, and when we do that, the safety car will drive off, and we will be going back onto green flags. And right now, the driver in front is Assetto and Splatbeef, but the real driver in front is Paranan, because he has not been in the pit box yet. He has been in the pit box, and all the drivers ahead of him hasn't. So right now, Assetto needs to park this car perfectly, or just run off and try and make a gap, and hope that he can make a big enough gap to still be in this race compared to Paranan and everybody below him who has already been in pits. But yeah, it is time to get this restart going. Let's go on board with Scrub to see the front two drive away, and there he goes. Assetto has jumped Splatbeef, I'm pretty sure. Splatbeef at least has a pretty big gap, but not as big as Corny. The gap to Corny from Scrub, and now Kazutoki Nagaya is looking to overtake Corny. Will he go for a dive? No, he thinks better of it, but Scrub. But oh wait, Corny goes completely off track. He misses the line completely, and now Paranan is all over. What has happened there? But Scrub goes into P2. And I don't know what's happened there, actually. That's interesting. But oh, and Matushi, who has been grinding penalties this whole race, gets another one for track limits. And that's Paranan as well, ahead of Corny now. I think Corny's just really struggling, but he's going wheel to wheel with Paranan. This part of the track, you cannot go wheel to wheel. There is Zenset down the inside, and now Fawas is looking to get the overtake done as well. But Corny playing it dangerous with Paranan, sorry. Of course, Corny, he doesn't really need to do that because Paranan. Oh, that's been by Marco again. Marco again has spun, and again he is last because of a mistake he made himself. I'm sure AIM is ripping out his hair right now due to this, because I would as well. That is very annoying to see my own driver spin all the time. But on board now. Oh, sorry, on board. Fuck's sake. Oh, is that? Sorry. On board with Fawas now, looking to overtake Corny. Of course, Fawas on mediums and on 10 laps newer tires. He should be able to get the overtake done sooner or later. And now onto the main straight, and yes, this should be easy done, easy go. And yeah, I think that Fawas is on the better strategy here of these guys. He is, of course, the guy on mediums, the newest mediums off the front, and the only guy on mediums off the front. So he does have a good chance in this race, I would like to say. But down in the back, there's a lot of stuff happening, it seems, especially between Matushi and Tundra. But that's DNF. That's a DNF. That's a car in the wall on the right-hand side. That's not a safety car. And Dragon Lolly, who qualified towards the front, is now out, and he is last, and he is DNF with a front tire being off and him being in the wall. I don't know what has happened, but I'm pretty sure that was a mistake by himself. And he is now out of this race. Very, very unlucky for him. But more lucky for the drivers ahead, because they will now be able to pit and still be caught up to the pack. If they don't pit now, I'm not sure what their strategy is. But what I'm sure of is that it's quite a bad one. So yeah, it's interesting, very very interesting. But now let's see if Alessandro and Scrub will be pitting. Most likely they will. Drago Shuan, please do not type that shit in the public chat. Go make a report instead, an incident ticket on the DRC server instead of complaining about it publicly. Thank you. And yeah, now into the pits. And wait, was that Parallel? Did I? No, wait, who got the penalty there? Oh, that was Picklebrick. Ah, the other Alfa Romeo. Okay. The other Alfa Romeo got a penalty for speeding, I'm assuming. Let's go to pit stops, actually. Nobody's made more. Okay, Captain Kami has made 3 stops. But speaking about Kami, this has actually made his race able to be raced again because he's now back. He now has a chance again because of this safety car. So yeah, that is nice. That is very nice. But if you look here, EQ and Heinert, drivers with the most position changed, they have gained 16 and 13 positions, and they've also had 2 stops, both of them, 2 stops. So they've just been timing these safety cars perfectly, and now this is looking really good for them. This is looking really, really, really good. So this race is again, once you don't expect it, there comes another safety car. But of course, with Tier 2, everything can happen. It's an average Tier 2 moment. You should always, honestly, you should always be expecting a safety car here, because people somehow always make it work. I don't know how, but yeah, they do. So 13 laps to go now. We're over halfway through the race, and Marco somehow is back again. Marco, again, has just been so lucky with the safety car, but he's still not pitted. He's still not been in the box, and he's on 14 lap old hearts. If he doesn't pit now, his race is literally going to be over. Like, he's most likely going to spin anyway, but he does. There we go. Into the pits we must go. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. And Marco now going into the pit lane. And yeah, that was probably the best decision from him, since he has been on those tires since lap 1, 2, 3. Very early in this race, and honestly, I would not recommend being out of those tires any longer. So yeah, that is very lucky indeed. But now, on to the race. There's not much to do while there's a safety car here at the moment. So we're just gonna be looking to see what's going on. And Jorbilm, actually, sorry, I did not notice that. He has gone back to P2. And how old tires is he on? He is actually on the same lap tires as Pearland. So Jorbilm has made a massive recovery there, and his race is somehow back on after spinning or being taken out into turn 3 and being last by the end of lap 1. Is he gonna do a Checo Paris in Sakhir 2020? His race being last on lap 1 and now being P2 and back in the chance of a race win. We shall see. We shall see. But yeah, this is just about to get interesting now, and safety cars actually in this lap. So we're about to go racing once again. Heinert in P3, EQ P4, Tonra P5. Not the pack you would have imagined seeing on the third safety car restart. Oh, and Jorbilm getting very close to Pearland there, but it's about to get spicy. Okay, here we go now. Into the last corner here. Jorbayan warming his tires as much as he can, trying to get ready to see if Paraland is going to jump him. Now they're wheel to wheel. I'm pretty sure this is illegal within the rules. So I'm not sure this is allowed, but here goes Paraland, and he has jumped Jorbayan, and that is a 5-second penalty for collision with Kasuta Kirigaya. But now Heinot actually is trying to overtake Jorbayan right around the outside. Can he make it stick? No, he can't. And that is Alison Neto, who has gained absolutely a massive amount of position. That's the Martin going right round, and he is spun round. EQ is spun round, and he is off the track. That's a Ferrari. That's Corny. Corny is spun round as well, and that's a massive crash in the back. Oh, cars everywhere, debris everywhere. Oh my God, what is happening? And there is a massive crash in the back, and everybody has come together. And I'm sure that a lot of people will be very, very unhappy with that. But the one more who's going to be unhappy is the Red Bull team principal, Oli, and the Aston Martin team principal, Raid. Because they have won the NF, and they have oh no, and there's another crash with Haas, Kurumi, and Toms. And oh my God, they just can't, they don't want to stop crashing. They just don't want to stop crashing, these people. But now Corny's back into P10 somehow. And right behind him is the Haas driver of Misty and Rux. And now Rux is getting overtaken by Tundra, who has no wing on one side of the car. What has happened, and how was that on a safety car? Have they used up all the safety car cards? These drivers? I think they might have. This is honestly quite unbelievable. Quite unbelievable. But Scrub has made the best of it, and is he not he's on new tires now. So Scrub right now is actually, I think he might be looking. No, Alison Neto is the lead on new tires. But what has happened? What have I just seen? Scrub and Alison Neto doing God's work of what has happened. Sorry, let me rethink what I said. They have taken their chances, taken the opportunities, and they are now ahead. Very good from Scrub and Alison Neto, and they should be doing good now. But Paraland absolutely jumped Jorbayan with a massive gap now of 1.3 seconds in between them. But behind those drivers is Alison Neto and Scrub. And Alison Neto, he wants to get past Heinz sooner or later, of course, him being on those 4-lap newer tires, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, it's a race. Now the race has started between these drivers and their finishers and what they will make out of it. So, Alison Neto, here we see him, and it was his Scrub, and they are getting quite close to each other here. Those two drivers are newer tires. Scrub, of course, in the Ferrari, and Alison Neto in the McLaren. Scrub, he has done really good last season, winning 2 races, but Alison Neto in the McLaren is doing even better at the moment here around Bahrain, trying to get ahead of Heinz right round the outside into the last corner, and he has gotten the moves to stick in the last corner. What a move that is! And now will he have the most serious? Scrub will. Scrub here overtakes Heinz, and he can overtake Alison Neto as well. Is he going to go down the inside? Yes, he is. Scrub down the inside. He backs out of it, actually, but Alison Neto goes a bit deep. And now Scrub should have the better traction. If he can manage to get the traction better, he does not. And Scrub has to sit behind. But he... Whoa. He's gaining a lot of time now. Scrub is going to send it right around the outside. Scrub tries to go around the outside. Okay, Scrub tries to go around the outside. He was very close there. That was very nice by both Alison Neto and Scrub to get ahead of Heinz. And Scrub is now looking to get that podium position, which is very much doable. Alison Neto as well still wants that race win after getting pole by quite a bit and looking fast. He wants the pole, he wants the win. But Scrub, he didn't get the pole. He actually started down in P15 or something. But he doesn't care about the pole. All he cares about is the race pace. And that he has right now. And he is looking for that race W. He got 2 last season at the last 2 races in Abu Dhabi and Brazil. And he is looking good now. And that's Jorbayan with a 3-second time penalty and going wide. Jorbayan, the driver in P2, has got a 3-second time penalty. And he's also gone wide. And now Alison Neto almost shaking him out on the brakes there. He has so much more confidence in those brakes right now than Jorbayan, I'm pretty sure. And Scrub, out of nowhere, gets the speed and overtakes Assetto. Wow, what speed that is. Now they're both trying to overtake Yobium, and Scrub gets ahead. Assetto pushing him, pushing him, pushing him. And now Scrub is ahead. But he's willing to move Assetto. They touch wheels. They bang wheels. And Scrub is ahead. But Scrub is not done. He is trying to look for his next target of Yobium. He tries to go right around the outside up into turn 4. But he cannot make mistakes. But the undercut, the switchback. No, he backs out of it. He thinks better. Assetto almost ruining him. This battle is spicy for the podium, for the P2. Assetto goes down the outside, but Scrub goes down the outside, down the inside as well. Both try to do the dive bomb at the same time, and now it's a battle between Yobium and Scrub into turn 10. This corner is very tricky. Let's go up with Assetto. Scrub, he almost tried to go, and then, they're taking it down. Scrub has rear-ended Yobium, and Yobium has spun round from P2 with the penalty, and that is drama. And now Splatbeef is looking to get the overtake done. Oh my god, drama towards the end of this race. Scrub takes out the P2 driver, and now Splatbeef has seen his opportunity, and he is looking to get the podium as well. Oh my god, what has just happened? What have I just seen? Wow. Wow, that is crazy. But I don't think Scrub has much defense onto the straight here, because Assetto will get the DRS, but he does not have that much battery actually compared to Scrub, I don't think. But he does have the DRS, and you can see him catching up now quite a bit. The car's running by the camera. Scrub defends the inside line, which is not really the best idea, but now Assetto right around the outside, very late in the brakes. Oh my god. I don't think I've seen him drive that late in the brakes, but Scrub defends the line beautifully. And that is nice by Scrub Lord, but now he's not safe yet. Assetto has the DRS up into turn 4. So does Splatbeef. Assetto goes down the inside. Will he be able to make the mistake? Can Scrub do it? Scrub has the traction and the better line, and Scrub keeps the place for now. But of course, with all this battling happening, out in front we have Perryland, who's just gaining more time on these people. And that is what you want to see from Perryland and his race. But wow, this battle towards the front is amazing, and Splatbeef actually breaks quite a bit late. They're almost rear-ending Assetto, just like Scrub did on Yobium. Actually, now that I think about it, the Scrub and Yobium incident was quite weird, because you don't see people take each other out on the traction. You see people rear-ending each other or on the turn-in, but not on the exit of the corner, where I think Scrub just had a bit more traction, and I think he might have thought that Yobium had more traction than he did on those old hards. So he just went for it, and you know, it didn't pay off, it seems. But now the battle here is between Splatbeef, Assetto, and Scrub for the podium and for the P2. Not for a race win, because the race lead has absolutely ran away with it, and now there's some solid gaps here, but Fawas aren't actually battling it out. Fawas, of course, with that 5-second penalty, so all of this doesn't really matter, except that they're losing time to guys behind and losing time to guys ahead. I mean, they won't lose much time when Yobium and Pickering is also battling, which is quite interesting. So a lot of battles happening all across the grid, and I think Captain Kami might want to join that battle soon. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think Captain Kami might want to join that battle sooner or later, and hopefully lose more time. Or not hopefully, but lose more time. Assetto, the guy in P3, got the pole, but now Scrub has overtaken him with better race pace. Oh, that's a very clean up, but no traction at all. Very good to get into the corner, but no exit speed. So Assetto now, he's just a sitting block on the straight. He won't be able to do anything. He's just sitting there looking at Scrub going away. I think that Assetto might actually be faster in corners, but slower on the straights. I think Scrub might be running a bit lower wing compared to Assetto, because Assetto looks bloody fast in the straight line, or in the corners, but not so much in the straight line. But yeah, now into the last few corners here. We are going, and no, Assetto just loses too much time there, and he won't be able to do anything, that's my guess. But that's a spin for Toms in the back, which won't really matter that much since he is already out of the point and all that. But yeah, Assetto just looks more confident in the brakes, more confident on the turning compared to Scrub, but he has no straight line speed. Even with the DRS, Scrub is fast on the straight, so I think I just think that Assetto is very late in brakes. Oh my god, you can see how confident he is on those brakes. And yeah, I think he is just running more wings compared to Scrublord. But what both of them are, they're gaining time on Pearland. The race is not over yet for Pearland. He has not won yet. I mean, of course, hopefully he wants to win, but it's not won yet. Corny and Kami having a battle around the back, I'm pretty sure, it looks like. Yeah, wheel to wheel down into turn 10. That is very, very, wow. That is, ooh. Oh, that was very tight lead from both of them. But what they are losing time to Misty in the Haas behind. I am sitting here as a team principal, but as a commentator, hoping Misty will catch up to both get a battle, but to get the points as well. I would very much like that. So, yeah. Actually, I think he might be in the points due to Pickle Rick having that penalty. So that is good, that is very good. But that is a spin for Rax. Not so good for him. But Assetto, he was looking so fast, but his pace has just dropped off. Didn't they pit on the same lap? Wait, I need to. Didn't they pit on the same lap detail? Yeah, they did. All of the top, the four, P4, P3, P2 has the same tires on from the same lap, but they're just everybody's struggling. I don't know. It's quite weird. Rick Corny having that battle again. Now wheel to wheel once again. Oh wait, Corny had it with Kami last lap. So Corny is just battling everybody he sees at the moment, apparently. But the front are getting very close against Splat Beef and Assetto. He's just braking very much that much later, but that's a spin for Kami. I think, and Misty's now P9. No, Kami and Corny had a moment there, and now Misty's P9. He's gone through. And Kurmi is trying to go right around the outside of Corny, but he goes onto the curb and he has lost all momentum there was in that car. But Misty right now is in the points and he's actually P8, so that is very impressive by the Haas driver. He's just gone through, seen everybody do their mistakes, and there's now 4 laps remaining. Actually, no, excuse me, change that to 3 with Pearland out in front, racing for his life. He is looking at that gap between him and Scrub, but Scrub, I don't think he's not going to catch him. I don't think he's not catching enough, unless if you get a penalty. That's spin by Rax. Yeah, Rax spun round, but I don't think Scrub will be able to make this work. Like, he is just not catching by enough. There's 3 laps remaining and he's just not catching. Of course, Pearland, unless if his Pearland's tires drops off massively, which they seem to have, Scrub is gaining a lot of time. He's gained 4 tenths in 4 corners. Scrub is gaining a lot. He is pushing. I said it was over, but never mind. I take that back. Scrub has proved me wrong instantly and gained 4 tenths. Whoa, okay, he lost a lot of time there. Hold on, what is happening? I don't know. Scrub is seeming to gain time. I think Pearland's tires is starting to drop off quite massively there, but I'm not sure. I need to be completely sure about that because he is gaining, but he should be gaining by more if he gained 4 tenths in those few corners right before, which is just weird. He isn't, I think. But Jorpa-Yilman are not battling it out. And Scrub, he's gained a shit ton again. He's almost within DRS as well now. Scrub doing incredibly well. Heinot, he just lost the position there and lost DRS as well. So sad for him, but yeah. Scrub is pushing this car, pushing his Ferrari to the limits. He wants to get into DRS. He wants to have the sprint and speed to overtake him. And he's also wants to just get closer and closer. You can see last lap he wasn't this close. But now he is. He wants to get close. He wants to get his DRS. He's in within DRS now. But DRS section is only before turn 9. Can he get the DRS? He is 1 second away. I don't think he has. I think he lost DRS. He does not have DRS. Peryland is racing away, and Scrub is trying to catch, but that is so lucky he didn't get DRS there, because he would very much like that, and that would have made his chances even bigger of overtaking him soon. But now he's back within DRS. He's back within DRS now, and honestly, I think he should be getting it here, unless if he loses too much time. He's losing time. It's gonna be very, very tight with this DRS down the straight. Is he losing time? He's game. It's very close. It's gotta be to the 1000. Is he gonna get DRS? I think he might have. I think he might have got DRS. There he goes mid deep, but does he have DRS? Does he open up the rear flap? Yes, he does. Scrub has gained DRS, and I think it's game on now for Scrub Lord. And Assetto actually, he's also in the battle. If Scrub Lord can catch up, I think that Assetto will also be in the battle. But now Scrub Lord is 6 tenths away. He will get DRS once again here. None of them has any DRS left whatsoever. And now it is Scrub right on the rear end. I said 2 laps. Oh no, Scrub! No, he spun out on the exit of turn 4. Scrub has binned it, and so has the Mercedes-Benz Flowers. Both drivers bidding it in the same fashion way, and just absolutely ruining their chances of catching up. But now Assetto, he is almost a second behind. He had to dodge Scrub, and that is just the most unfortunate thing I've ever seen happen in wow. That is so unlucky by Scrub and by Flowers. He was looking, oh my god, I cannot believe what I just saw. I cannot believe what I just saw. Wow, that is unbelievable. Unbelievable. But now Assetto has 1 lap. 1 whole lap to try and catch back. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. I think Peryland, if he can defend this right, I think Peryland has this. I think Peryland has this W. But Assetto, what Assetto has is the DRS now, coming down the start-finish straight, and it's already opened. He gets into the slipstream. He's 5 tenths away. He will get DRS as well up onto the way to turn 4. Brakes very late as he possibly could. And he takes out Peryland! He takes out Peryland! Assetto takes out Peryland, and now Splatbeef is side by side with Assetto, and he's leaving no margins whatsoever, and that has completely ruined the chances he had. And oh my god, another collision in this race, and now Splatbeef is wheel to wheel with Assetto for the podium of P2, and they're not leaving any margins. Oh my god, this is close. This is so close. Wow, what just happened? But it's still not over for Assetto to get this win. It's still not over to get this win. He comes down now into turn 9, into turn 10, brakes late, gets the DRS. He has DRS now, but I think it might be over actually, because that was a good exit there from Peryland. But Splatbeef as well, looking to get back and overtake him. 1 tenth away is Splatbeef now, and can he be able to overtake him actually? Does he have the pace over Assetto? I don't think we'll see any more lead changes in this race. Oh, that is so close. So close. But yeah, I think that's it. Unless if Assetto can pull a magical dive bomb off here in the last corner, which he won't be able to. I think Peryland has done everything he could. Peryland hit the strategy on point, and Peryland wins the Bahrain Grand Prix of Tier 2 Season 6 here in DRC. Scrublock gets the podium, I don't know why, but Peryland wins the race. Wow, what a race. And Haas finishes points, let's go. And there's Corny, 1 point for Corny in the Ferrari, and that is race over. Assetto, why has he fallen down by so much? Has he been disqualified? Has Assetto been disqualified? Why is he losing all his positions? I think this is a game glitch. He shouldn't be losing all his positions. What is happening in the back? What is happening here? Oh, guys, what? Guys, I think that's a glitch. If he loses, yeah, that's a glitch. That's very much a glitch from Assetto. That is race over. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a race. What a race. That is crazy. But yeah, that was the race. That was a classic Tier 2 race, I would say that much. A classic Tier 2 race, a lot of incidents, but this man, Pereland, in the Alfa Romeo, came out on top to win the Bahrain Grand Prix. Congratulations to you, Pereland. Congratulations to Slapbeef for getting the P2. Oh, actually, I don't know. I don't know if he, since Assetto had a glitch, I don't know if that's, yeah, that was a glitch. So, I don't know. I think we should count everybody's position down by one, since Alessandro finished P2 on track, but was a lap down, which quite weird. But that's race over, and we are gonna get 2 driver interviews now. Wait, that's not the right image. Give me a moment. I need to fix the image here. At source. Alright, here we go. So, if the drivers would join the cooldown room. I cannot see the chat. Wow, that is an inter interesting race. Um, I was quite confused the whole time, and yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what really happened. So yeah, but we have Slap Beef, the driver who finished in P3 here. Let me get him up. And hello, Slap Beef.
Hello.
You finished P3, right? Yeah, behind El Solito.
Yes.
Yeah. So congratulations on that very nice podium. Um, honestly, that is really nice to see you be back on the podium. Be back on the podium after having quite a bad season last season. But once again, you're back here on the podium, and how does it
Oh,
feel?
oh, bad season last season. I came second, so.
Oh wait, you did. Wait, wasn't that? Are you sure? Oh well. Oh well.
But
Never mind.
anyways, yeah,
Never mind then.
it's nice.
How does it feel to be back here in Bahrain?
Yeah, it's great. It's my favorite track on the calendar. So I messed up my quali, and then the safety car screwed us, but I still came P3, so I can be happy.
Well, that is very nice. Can you tell a bit about all the carnage that happened this race, or were you just driving by yourself?
I was driving, and I see people spinning left and right, and then scrub spun on like one of the last laps. I don't know what happened, to be honest. I'm just glad I survived.
Yeah, it was quite the heavy race on safety cars and incidents and crashes. So it's nice to see that you survived and you ended up getting that P3.
Yeah, thank you.
So next track up, what is that again? Let me just give a
Jeddah, I believe.
yes it is. Are you excited for Jeddah?
It's a tough track, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do there, but we'll see. We'll
Hmm.
bring our best.
Yeah, all about that practice, right?
Yes,
But
many hours.
yeah, but again, congratulations, and I hope to see you up there again in Jeddah.
Yeah, I'll see you next time.
Have a good day. Alison Netto, hello.
Hi, hi.
So you qualified on pole and ended up getting the P3. Can you tell a bit about what happened in your race?
P2.
P2, sorry, my bad. Can you tell
Uh,
about what happened in your race?
I think the safety car lottery just the one. I guess it's not
Yeah,
like it's. Berlianz actually is very fast. I had very good racing with him for the first safety car, but the safety cars actually three safety cars is a lot. So there's no strategy here. It's just luck for me, in my
yeah,
opinion.
that you are right about that. There were crashes left, right, and center. How would you say you avoided those crashes, or were you too far ahead to see them?
Actually, I think during restart at third safety car, I see like a lot of going off at the tier one. I think I made 5 positions by that. That was pretty funny.
Yeah,
But
that was quite an interesting restart we had with the safety car. So, but yeah, P2. I don't know what the game put you down to 1 lap down.
this thing, I guess, actually, it's pretty like this game still amaze me about this bugs.
Yeah, it's quite weird how many blocks there's in this game, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not good. But
Yeah.
yeah, congratulations on the P2, and unlucky you didn't get the win, but strategy was all about the luck today.
Yeah, I
Um,
hope in Jedi will win. It's
yeah, next up is Jeddah. How you feel about that track?
much better than Bahrain. I feel actually I'm very fast there.
Oh, well, that's good
So
to know.
I might be even better than in quali than here.
Well, I mean, you were really gapping the drivers in qualifying, and if you're saying that you're better than Jeddah, I can only imagine what that means.
Yeah, I
Oh
will
well,
see. I hope.
congratulations and have a good day.
Thank you. Bye.
Perry Land, the man,
Hello.
the myth, the legends, the guy who finished P1 after starting P2, P3,
Five.
5.
Five, yeah.
Oh well, that
Yeah.
was some of a race, wasn't it?
Honestly, it was a great race. It was so much fun. Great racing with Alessandro. Obviously, at the end, he had a bit of a moment there, but he apologized. It fine. It happens. Luckily, I still managed to keep it. Well, I managed to get going pretty fast after the small spin, so that was good. But yeah, just great racing throughout the race.
Yeah, honestly,
Tense battles. That did you guys see that move when he
uh,
suddenly like switched back to the inside?
yeah, I think we did. I'm not
Uh,
sure. There was so much happening.
Alright, it was amazing. But yeah.
Honest, did you see the crashes that happened down in the back?
No, I didn't see any crashes.
That was
The only thing I
so
saw
much.
was
That was so much carnage. Honestly, you should watch the
yeah.
race back.
Oh yeah, I always do.
That was quite
Um
quite crazy what happened. Honestly, it was
mhm.
quite lucky. You were so good that you were too far ahead to see the crashes. But
I mean, yeah, near the end, like once I got on the hards, I was just taking it so safe
yeah,
because
what about the
like I don't
strategy?
need to risk it, you know?
About the strategy? What were you thinking? How did it went?
Well, I mean, I don't love the hards to begin with because my tire pressures were more optimized for the mediums. But obviously when that safety car came out in lap 10, like I had to box for hards. So yeah, and then I finished the race on those. Near the end, it was a bit of a struggle, but like I said, I was just driving so slowly to make sure I wouldn't spin and just be really careful. Didn't need to. I had great straight line speed, so that helped.
Yeah. Well,
Hmm.
Jeddah is up next, and what do you feel about that?
Oh, I hate cheddar.
Oh, well, that's good
It,
to know.
it's impossible to keep it on track there
Yeah,
and like be fast. But yeah, I don't know. We'll do some practice this week. We'll see how it goes. See if
yeah,
we can make it back to back. That would always be good. But
yeah.
yeah.
Back to back. Who is
Yeah.
your TP again?
Racing mouse.
That is very nice, and I'm sure he'll be happy with your result tonight.
Yeah, he was in the VC with me when the race ended.
Amazing.
Hmm.
Well, congratulations, Paraland, and hopefully we'll see you back on top
Thank you.
next weekend.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Have a good
See
night,
you
man.
guys then. Yeah.
So that was it. That was the first race of the season, and most likely one of the most chaotic ones. That was quite crazy how that turned out, and honestly, I wouldn't really like to see that happen again because that was quite crazy with all those collisions and all that. But thank you all for turning in. It appreciates. I'm so appreciating it. Wait, what? I appreciate it so much for you all tuning in. I'm very happy. This was an interesting race, and thanks you all for joining. I will see you all next week for Jeddah in